Nako and Sano in the gold lane trying to go toe-to-toe in terms of their dynamic. Will aggression win over calculated patience? And will Error 404 find a way to be the young star that he is? It's our first game of MLBB MSC at EWC 2026. I know two guys who are ready to call the action. It's Naisu and Giri in HQ.
It took us weeks, if not months, for everyone to make their way here to the Mid-Season Cup in Paris. And we're going to find out the next champion for MSC here at EWC 2026. It's going to be Naisu Gideon to bring you the action to start off our group stage. Gideon, we have to talk about the Eudora.
Oh yeah, this is interesting. This is really interesting to see because most of the time, most people wouldn't even consider Eudora to be part of this particular meta, and Clockwood has already missed a couple of minions, which is already pretty bad look for the start. But the laning phase is by far the hardest part for the Eudora.
The Eudora went through an interesting change, man. I mean, when it was its older self, you know, she kind of had a one kind of trick, like, here's my ultimate, here's a bunch of damage. But now I know LaFell mentioned it. You know, you can actually do quite a bit of damage just with her first skill even.
Yes, yes, that Fork Lightning is now interesting. Now that they've kind of revamped the way that her passive works, especially with the Superconductor. Now, if you look over Troll, right, he's got that little indicator, and that's because that's the Superconductor stack. If he's able to hit with another ability, you can empower it to do some things. Now, Fork Lightning is particularly interesting because now you can start getting some movement speed on top of extra DPS.
International stages.
Is it going to happen? Error 404 is waiting for 30 full seconds until up 4 has been hit. Straight away with a combination, but it's going to get disengaged instantly. Landshaker will buy a little bit of time, allowing Error 404 to get on out of there, but the final slash will put Sabot in a compromised position with no flicker, first blood, achieve fatal links as well to combo in, and the power of friendship nets them 4 kills in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Hey man, forget the turtle. Let's just go get some bodies, and they'll do just that. First turtle's going to be theirs as well for Falcons. Months up to this point, he's been taking a value in terms of hits. Well, Troll, I was waiting for it.
Already had the way of the dragon, but Sabot manages to get on. Do we see the punish? And yes, it is good. It pulls one more over the wall. Almost unintentionally, but they already saw everything. This is one back, a double kill for Vamos to pull him back into a better position.
Hey man, Vamos brings himself back into this game. They should be able to go ahead and take this turtle as well, so they'll even out the objective. Turtle takes really good counter punch. Again, this was Troll starting that fight up, but Vamos saw it coming and they responded exactly how they needed to. Now after the turtle, they'll rotate down to the bot here. Yes. They want to put some pressure on Sano if they can.
Very, very nice. I like the way that Vamos is taking advantage of this, right? Initially, the game plan is if he just gets Sabot a slight lead in the lane, that lane should be basically done for, and then they can go.
This is keep actually looking for a potential pick, but it's not gonna happen. Now Nako can just go ahead and switch over sides and continue to farm up.
I think what you meant was actually Claw's the one who gets it faster. His items are significantly cheaper compared to like Berserker's Furies and Haas Claws, right? Coming in from Sano. So the fact that we're seeing Nako already doing so well, oh boy, this is dangerous. Final slash coming through and Zeke getting wombo combo to the ground. But let's see whether Falcons can reach for a little bit more. They decide not to after using 4 ults and they back away.
Okay, so no flicker burn. It looks like Falcons meta. Do they still want to put some pressure here, Troll?
They're trying to call it. I think that at least for Troll's ult, it should have been.
Yeah, here we go. Turtle, third one of the game, last one here. Fighting for space.
Already, spatial migration is good. Now into the Blazing 2, and Nako somehow is the one who actually takes away this turtle. And now they're on to Boyette. A double kill for Nako so far, and they're not done. Do they have the Fatal Links to actually pull? They've delayed enough time, and Sanji, unfortunately, cannot outplay into 4 members.
Okay, the firepower seems to be there for Vamos. They get the turtle, they're looking for more fights, potentially here.
Ooh, and now underneath the turret, stolen Fatal Links on towards Nako, but it doesn't matter. He has Purify, gets out of there quick, and now, in fast succession, how badly it went for him. But it's great for Nako. Like, this is the gold lane experience that every gold laner prays for. Let's look at the gold distribution for a deeper look. Oh, wait, hold on. Immediately, find a pick on the Sabot side. The Fatal Links eye catches onto 3. Heavy spin from Boyette. It's good. They're thinking about it. The combos are just too much. Sanji able to find it into 1 more. They need to get the last 2, but Clockwood and Nako have lost their front line. Beautiful train.
What happened to Vamos' positioning on the map? Space to work with on the map. But Lord, and the fact that you also have Anakai in the hands of Boyette, and you have this kind of tanky front line to deal with this, you could potentially set things up off of your own initiation, depending on what Cuffin decides to do with the Fatal Links. He's got his own, so they're going to take their time with this.
Oh, look at this. Even Cuffin, Troll is looking for a flank angle. He's sitting around the purple buff, and the rest of the Falcons are actually dancing around this lord. They don't actually want to take it. They just want to open it up. Fatal Links into 1 so far, right into the spatial migration. It's great, but that's already 2 fat ults already gone. And I'm not sure whether Error 404 is going to get it back up in time if Falcons do decide to rush this.
Yeah, it looks like they want to. It's half health on this Lord. Troll still trying to zone out here.
Oh, the way the dragon already good fatal. Oh, wait, Error 404 gets pushed out of it, but he's still still with a space of migration, gets the Lord in time. Sano in the backline gets caught by Natco, and by then, this fight is already over. They chase the last remaining members, and even with a lightning Trunjet, it might just not be good enough. Cuffin, no more ways to dash. Zeke kills him, and now the score is 9-8.
Wow, what a fight from Vamos. Not only were the Lords secured by Arrow 404, but you gotta give it to Sabat, man. He zoned out the proper members from Team Falcons.
The mix of this piece of bread that they were trying to bake, but unfortunately overcooked. And now Natco getting attacked by the epic spin. Luckily, the Winds of Nature keeps him alive long enough. Where the Dragon's gonna kick him down, but the rest of the team can't seem to finish it off. Sanji gets him at the very end. Now Clockman finds the trade. Subpot gets them back, and with the damage dealers gone, this allows Vamos a free in on the attack. With stolen Fatal Links onto 3, but Cuffin can only do so much before he dies. Subpot takes him out, and it's over. Sano takes out 1, and this might be it. Sano finally has scaled just enough with no ults and nothing left. That should be it for Vamos.
Ooh, did it cost them though, Gideon? I mean, they lost that base turret. It's a good thing. Oh, are they gonna chase down Air 404?
They can punish this. Yeah, into the Violent Requiem. Sano forgot the alt timers.
All right. It was going so well until it wasn't, man. I mean, Sano had the space to work with. Like you mentioned, he hit that power spike where he's actually being able to do some damage. Again, he was, what, 2,000-3,000 gold behind at Natco, and, you know, that's really what they had to lean on. So, yeah, he's still quite behind, but he's starting to at least do some damage. The problem is in that fight, you know, Vamos lost Natco, but they have enough damage to actually pull through the fight, enough kind of durability to still duke it out, and that's also partly due to the lead that they have.
Fatal Links onto 1 so far. They haven't forced this. Sanji is able to get a really good final slash, but doesn't get that backline. Sanji has no way to reset. Tries to get out of the fight, but it's too late. Lapu's in the wait, and now the heavy spin, unfortunately, can't do much about the scenario. What a catch here, and a lot of battle spells just gone.
Yeah, now, second one of the game, Troll's gonna zone out Wakun.
They've already used spatial migration at this point. How are they gonna close the distance? The backline needs to get zoned out. Sabah jumps in with the bravest fighter, but they're immediately focusing their energy onto Sanji. 50-50 here. Who's gonna get it? Sabah flickers forward onto Sound, blazing duet as well. Right onto Coffin. Stolen Fatal Links pulls him away, but that Lord falls into the hands of Clockwood as they clean up the rest of Falcons, who have to run back and defend the base.
Oh man, again, Team Falcons, it looked like they didn't know exactly how to execute the team fight there. And, you know, if Sano is just zoned out the whole time, like, what are you going to be able to do there with your damage? But right now, base turret in the mid will go down.
Oh, no. Trying to make this play. Hawken even flickering forward and trying to make the wobble combo. Cuffin goes down, and now nobody can clear the wave in time. Sanji, he has an opportunity. He's back up with Troll. They're looking to clear these minions as soon as possible. He's thinking about it, but he needs the help. Final Slash comes on through, but how long can you sustain before it all turns black? Vamos closes out the game 18 to 11. I'm not gonna lie now, Naisu. I see Vamos as these young guns, but this is the first time I've seen them so eager to win.
Yeah, this was a game that they knew they wanted to cap out as soon as they saw the light at the end of the tunnel. For game 1, anyway. You know, it was very quick with how they shifted things in their favor. They adjusted their fighting prowess around the objectives, and that was the main thing. They also really excelled on punishing some positioning mistakes that were there for Team Falcons meta. But again, game 1, it's only day 1 here, group stage for wildcard, you know, or for MSC.